Okay, so here is 1 gallon of whole milk right out of the microwave. I put it in there for 24 minutes. It's in a Corning dish with a lid. The lid helps to prevent evaporation and then no skin over the top. And the reason microwave rather than stovetop is because then you don't have to worry about stirring and scalding and stuff like that on the bottom. Okay, this could not be an easier recipe. You ready for this? We're talking about 1 cup of just plain vinegar added to this warm. I know it's steaming here, but it's really just been in there 24 minutes. A gallon, it's maybe up to like 130. 1 gallon of milk. Boom. Okay. And then I use a big slotted spoon to just give that a nice gentle stir. Get that vinegar evenly mixed throughout. Already you see it starting to curdle. And once it's kind of all evenly mixed like that, I just let it sit for about 10 minutes to let those curds firm up. You can see the curds and the whey. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so here it is about 10 minutes later, and curds have gotten bigger and settled to the bottom for the most part. And now you can just use a slotted spoon like this, fish them out. And I'm using these containers from carryout, and that's a good reusable container for this. Generally, out of 1 gallon, I get almost 2 quarts. You certainly don't get a gallon of ricotta. A lot of that liquid is lost in the leftover whey. But this is certainly enough for 2 lasagnas. And with a gallon of whole milk costing a little bit under $4, that's a pretty good deal. But the ricotta for your lasagna is costing under $2. So I divvy these up, and you can see we're getting plenty of nice big curds out of it there. Don't worry about getting all the liquid out, because you can always kind of go like this and pour the whey back in. But to be honest, when you put this in the refrigerator, it firms up quite a bit, and you can store this for a week or more. So you can do 1 lasagna this week and the other next week. Yeah, often I find myself having to add a little bit of liquid back in so it's not too stiff. But there it is. Once you get down, I haven't quite got down there yet, I still got plenty to come out, but I will show you this all the same. All these little pieces, they're not going to get caught in the slotted spoon, so you can use a strainer and just like this, and then give it a little jiggle like that, and you can see how it separates out the curds from the whey. Boom. And you can keep doing that until this is completely clear. You could also pour this through there, but it's a little bit difficult with that big a container. So this is a good way to separate out the small ones. Some recipes I found call for salt. I do not use salt. When I've used it in the past, it causes the curds to be so fine that they even go through this. So it's much harder to separate these out. So I just use 2 ingredients, whole milk, 1 gallon, vinegar, 1 cup, and I warm it up. I think that causes the reaction to happen faster. Yeah, okay, so you get the idea. Okay, I'm going to finish this up. You don't have to watch me do that. But that's how I make homemade ricotta. It is that simple.